Genesis and I are going to get pancakes. The pancake house. What hiker doesn't like pancakes? Okay, breakfast has arrived. These are my dishes. And there's Genesis over there. And what else have you got? Eggs and bacon too. Time to chow. Good luck to you. Time no see. Good to see you. And this is the infamous Kim.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Patty.
Hey everybody, I'm here on my Zero out of Newfound Gap, and I want to introduce to you my good friend from the PCT, Gravity. We hiked together when I went southbound in 2019, and I asked Gravity if he would like to share any tips that he thought might be of importance to any prospective AT hikers hiking the trail. So, Gravity, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I did the AT in 2017, and I went northbound. And I also did the CDT, that was in 2021, and a few other hikes as well.
So that makes him a triple crowner.
Yeah. So, through that, various people have asked me questions about, what are the tips that I've picked up and such. And I always, the one thing that I notice a lot of people focusing on when they're preparing for a hike is they want to talk about the big three. And to that they mean a sleeping bag, a tent, and, a pack. What I tell people is that nobody ever quit because they made a wrong decision buying a tent or a pack or whatever. Yeah, maybe they didn't necessarily pick the best one. Maybe they could have picked a lighter one or whatever, but they didn't quit because of those choices. And I tell people to focus on, I guess, what I would call the little three, which are your feet, your stomach, and your head.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
That if you focus on those and treat those things right, and prepare those things right, then you will be successful. Because those are the reasons you will quit. If you have lots of problems with your feet and your blisters, I've seen many people quit because they just couldn't get the shoes right or whatever, because they thought that it is hard to find the right shoes, and what shoes might be great for me are not necessary. I can't tell you how much money I've spent in shoes. And by stomach, I mean, you need to figure out the nutrition.
Yep.
If you don't get the nutrition right, and that includes the electrolytes and whatever in your water, you're going to be miserable, and you might quit because you just don't have the energy. I think people kind of understand that as soon as you say it, but it's something that they don't necessarily think about as they're preparing for a hike.
Right.
And then the head, that's something that you just have to work on continuously. You and I were talking earlier about how I quit on the AT. I quit for 20 minutes, but I made a decision. That's it. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Well, it was kind of stupid of me to even think that, because I was in the whites. I was 85% of the trail was done. But I did have that moment, and then I fortunately, after 20 minutes, I figured out a plan, and I realized it would be foolish of me, and I wanted to continue, and I kept it. But you don't know always how you're going to react on the trail to hardship. Right. It's really good to find a way to build some resiliency in the way you're thinking, and be prepared for those bad days, because they're going to be bad days. People will say don't quit on a bad day.
Right.
I don't really know I don't know that works. I mean, how do you know that that's truly a bad day?
Yep.
I think I will never criticize somebody for quitting, but I do think that you need to be sure that quitting is really what you want.
Yep.
Do you really have to? There are some reasons where you would have to quit,
Right.
because you ran out of money or you have a sick family member at home that you have to attend to. Those things happen. Or you have an injury that you
Yep.
just can't continue.
Yep. Yep.
But for all the other reasons,
This too shall pass.
yeah.
Yep. No, I met someone coming out of, or when I was at NOC, who said the same thing, never quit on a bad day. And she said, well, I've had 16 bad days and I think it's time to quit.
Yeah, yeah. I've had people say to me, the trail just wasn't what I thought it was. And I always wonder what that meant. I wonder, well, what did you think it was going to be? And maybe you didn't put enough thought into what it could be. Did you expect that it would always be sunny and
Right.
and warm? No, I mean, it is funny how people have notions about what the trail is, and then some people think that Georgia is warm in February
Yes.
and March.
Yes, North Carolina too.
Yeah, no, it may be the South, but we
Still
get
get
winter,
cold
winter
snaps.
too.
Yep. Still gets occasional snow. Just doesn't stick around for very long.
If you think you might want to hike the trail, you really should at least give it a try.
That's good. Yes, I'm a big proponent of that as well. Sometimes I want the trail all to myself, but it always makes me feel good when I see people coming out and trying to experience what it has to offer.
And the best part about that is that everybody else that's there, not only do they want to be successful, but they want you to be successful.
Yep. Yes.
And you don't get that too much in life,
Right.
where everybody is working for the same thing and they want you to have the same success that they have.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gravity.
Okay.
And thanks for opening up your home to me and letting me spend my zero there.
As soon as I heard that you were going to do the trail, I knew I had to do something.
Well, you've made me feel very comfortable here,
Good.
and I appreciate it.
Good.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.